against South Carolina? It seemed like you all were more involved in the passing game in that particular game.
Yeah, just a lot of those opportunities that I feel like are there pretty much every week, whether it's like scramble drills or whatever, just being ready for the ball, right? Being able to try to get open and kind of make something out of nothing. That's kind of what I think of. There's a lot of things that we just kind of get to as the game goes on, too, just adjustments that the coaching staff makes, whether they see a certain action off of a run, sell, or whatever it may be that we were able to get to, a couple of big plays for us, which is good. That's what we want, and that's kind of what we're looking forward to, kind of moving through the season.
Brew McCoy was sort of unique in his skill set.
Yeah.
You've seen Caleb and Chaz Nimrod up close more than we have. What's their skill set? What are they really good at receiver?
Super talented. Man, we got guys that are extremely athletic, that move really well, run really, really smooth routes, look good, just running around catching the ball, and guys that can make big catches for us, right? Have the ability, like you see Ramel Keaton and kind of the big catches he makes. You saw Squirrel last week making a ginormous catch that went viral and all over sports and everything like that. So that room is packed full of guys like that that are just waiting to step up and become comfortable in that opportunity and become comfortable with that new role that they're going to have to take on. So it'll be cool to kind of see them and support them and back them up through all of it.
Jacob, the catches are one thing to replace from Brew, but his physicality, run after catch, and those things are pretty unique. How do you guys try to compensate to maybe try to make up for that, and who needs to step up in that role?
Obviously, the first person I would say is myself, right, and the tight ends and General McAllen and whoever's in there. I think that his physicality is something that you really desire and you want on the perimeter for all of the little passes that we throw out to the side, whether he's blocking. I think back to the block he had from McAllen whenever McAllen scored that big long run. Just things like that are really special about him that your team's going to miss, right? But I think, again, the same way that I just talked about how well Chaz and Caleb and them run and catch, I think they block well too, and they care about each other. They care about their teammates, and so that's where you see guys selling on the perimeter, blocking for their friends or blocking down the field for the quarterback, whoever it may be. But yeah, we kind of just have to all develop that identity that we're going to get that plus two. Brew is really good about finishing the plays, whether it's running over a defender or just kind of running through an arm tackle. Guys are going to have to do that to make sure that these 7-yard gains turn into 10s and 11s. That really helps our offense a lot.
Ben and Patrick.
Jacob, do you all get the sense at tight end that you'll probably get more opportunities going forward because of Brew's injury?
I think because Brew's injury, but also just because we've proven in a way that the ball comes our way, we make plays, and I think that's something that you look at and is a positive, right, for myself, just because in the past, whether we have gotten a lot of touches or haven't gotten a lot of touches, we've done our job and we've done what we're asked to do the same way that everybody else in this offense does. So the moment that we do start getting a number called a little bit more, then we're more than prepared to attack it and ready for it.
And there are a couple of plays I'm sure McCollum would like to have back
Sure.
in the South Carolina game. Where's his head been at? What have you kind of done to make sure his confidence is still up?
Yeah, being able to play this game at a high level, you have to be able to snap and clear is what we call park it, refocus, whatever you want to say. Just focus on your mental game more than kind of what's going on physically. And McAllen's a mature guy. He's obviously a 6-year, seen a lot of things, been through a lot of things, and the guy's tough, man, mentally tough, physically tough, and just super excited to see I don't really even say him bounce back, right? But just him have the game that he knows and we all know that he can. So.
Jay, I'm sure you and McCollum would love to catch a lot of passes, make a lot of plays in passing game. You guys are also helping out in the run game. You guys need SEC in rushing. From your vantage point, what do you think is working up front? Why are you guys so successful running the ball?
Communication, first of all, understanding kind of where we need to be, how we fit into the scheme, and then also just trust, man, from the coaches to be able to do our job, right? I think that it's I won't say a big ask of the tight ends to be super involved in the run game, but you don't see a lot of it done really well at a really high level across the country, and so it's really cool to kind of be a part of a system that trusts our guys to go in there and man, create space and create gaps, and whether it's down blocks on gaps or front side of zone blocks, whatever it may be, man, it's been really cool to be trusted with that and have a coach that can really deliver the information and help us kind of reach that point that we want to. We got an O-line coach pretty much now at the tight end position, so man, we're always coached up, always schemed up, know how to take the right feet and have the right hands, whatever it may be, to be really successful in there. So.
Vince and John.
Can you give some specific examples of Cooper Mays' impact, being back in the lineup, whether it's helping Joe, or
Yep.
helping the guy next to him, anything like that?
Yes, I mentioned earlier just communication, right? I think he's master communicator, does a really, really good job of being extremely clear in, what he wants, what he sees, what he thinks the right call may be. And just guys, at the end of the day, just trusting each other. I think he's been in that position for such a long time that, that's one thing you don't necessarily have to think about or worry about or whatever it may be, right? Is the snap's going to be perfect and he's going to have the right call. And if it's not right, man, who cares? Like we're rolling with him and we're just going to back him up regardless, and we'll fix it later on the sideline or whatever. But the guy's tough, man. He's a fighter. His first game back, first drive goes, I don't even know how many plays, but whatever, like 8-10 plays, and that's not easy in this offense with our tempo and everything. But just the way he was able to just gut it up and just go out there and perform for us is really, really special.
It's Eric Berry weekend, I guess you could call it, as a hometown kid.
Yeah.
Did you grow up a big Eric Berry guy? And
Sure.
what are some moments that stick out to you that you remember growing up with him?
Yeah, Eric Berry, obviously legend of the game, just because of the adversity that he went through, just with his diagnosis and everything, and just him coming back and whenever no one really thought he would, right, and no one expected him to, and just kind of the resilience that he showed through his struggle, and his little brothers as well played here and all this stuff, and he was involved in the community and everything whenever there was some tragedy going on around Knoxville when I was in high school, and so just a lot of respect for him. His game, man, he's one of the best to do it, truthfully. So it's cool to kind of see the highlights and stuff, and just the things that went on at this university are really special. I'm just happy to be a part of it now. Cool. Thanks, sir. Yep.